Paris Olympics may have well come to an end, but India's wait for Vinesh's final Olympic bout still continues. That's right. The crucial Court of Arbitration for International Sports was set to give out its order tonight, but that's been delayed. In fact, now it's been deferred till August 16. This seems to be the second such instance of the order or the final verdict being deferred. The wait continues. Prayers continues. Of course, experts are quite divided considering how the rules of the Olympics are, how the rules of the games are. Nonetheless, there are also others who are pointing out that there seem to be some loopholes, and the best of the best are actually arguing for Vinesh Fogart. We'll have to see what that result really is, but nonetheless, let's just very quickly listen in to the family's response as the verdict has been deferred to August 16th.
इस फैसले की इंतजार करते हैं नहीं तारीख पर तारीख जो न मिल रही है इसे क्या है जो हम जो न हर तारीख पर जो न फैसला ये देखते भी हमारे हक में फैसला आएगा खुशी होती है भी आएगा फैसला और बार बार टाइम आगे दिया जा रहा है और चलो इंतजार करेंगे जो CAS जो फैसला जो देगी हमें जो न तय दिल से उसको स्वीकार करेंगे और हमें पूरी आस उम्मीद है कोर्ट से CAS से कि हमारे पक्ष में फैसला जो 144 करोड़ भारतवासी इस चीज़ का फैसले का इंतजार करें हमें उम्मीद है वो फैसला हमारे हक में आएगा और अब सारे भारतवासी से खुश होंगे और जो विनेश यहाँ आएगी तो हम उसका जो 140 करोड़ भारतवासी हम जो उसकी जो स्वागत जो गोल्ड मेडल की तरह स्वागत होता है वह उससे स्वागत करेंगे यही करेंगे।
Also joining us right now is Dr. Deepa Malik, India's pride, of course. Dr. Deepa Malik, if you could very quickly help us to understand why is this delay happening? How does the court really decide on these matters? There's been almost 2 to 3 instances of the order being delayed anyways. What's happening in the court procedurally, if you could explain this to us?
The fact that it has been deferred and more deliberation is happening, I think let's keep our hopes alive because it is definitely better than a no. So if the process is on, it definitely means that there is a serious deliberation happening. The ad hoc committee consists of people across the world, led by Mr. Michael of USA, and we have people from France, Austria, Paraguay, China. I mean, there are experts who are debating on the matter. And if you ask me legally, well, I'm not an expert because I'm more a para athlete. I would probably be able to speak more on the Paralympic or its rules. However, as a keen sports person and having been a administrator, I feel that definitely there has been, firstly and foremostly, irrespective of the result of the said committee or the decision on Vinesh's silver, I must say that we Indians have already accepted her as a silver medalist. We really applaud what she has accomplished over there, the way she has played her sport, the way she has worked hard to be there, recovering from injuries, recovering from all the hurdles that have come her way, emotional, physical, psychological. She has shown the mettle of a winner. Now, coming back to what had happened, I think this incident has brought to light many opinions coming from the main athletes who have won. For example, Jordan Burroughs, if you look at his tweet, he has been a wrestler, an Olympic gold medalist. And his tweet really makes us think. I'll quickly read it out to you. He says, proposed immediate rule changes for UWW. 1 kg second day weight allowance. Weigh-ins pushed from 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Forfeit will occur in future finals if opposing finalist misses weight. After a semi-final victory, both finalists' medals are secured. Even if weight is missed on day 2, gold can only be won by the wrestler who makes weight on the second day. And his fifth point is most important when he says, give Vinesh the silver medal.
That's true. That's true. Important points being made there, Dr. Deepa. We're just hoping along with you that, as many say, a miracle may happen. But then, you know, sport is sport, rules are rules. But let's just see how this goes. Allow me a few minutes. Let me just take my viewers through what's been the journey till now. And then we'll return to a panel of experts. Paris Olympics has come to a close. But as I said, Vinesh's final bout for a silver medal is still awaited. It's been deferred for now. Vinesh was disqualified from competing in the final of the 50 kg weight class for being 100 grams overweight of the permissible limit. And 2 days on, Vinesh Phogat announced her retirement from wrestling but decided to fight for her medal. Experts say it's nothing short of a miracle, in journalistic words, an almost impossible uphill climb. But Vinesh has fought for a silver with perhaps the best team of experts she could. Let's look at Vinesh's journey till now. Well, it was her Olympic bout on August 16 and she defeated Cuba's Guzman Lopez 5-0. What a bout it was, and stormed into the finals assured of at least a silver. On August 7th, it was the gold medal match against US's Hildebrand. Disqualified after being overweight by just about 100 grams. Mind you, not much of India follows these sports very closely, and yet you had the entire India shocked. Many asking what's with just 100 grams. But sport is sport, rules are rules. And this disqualification also cost Vinesh Phogat a medal. It was an assured silver match nonetheless. She had won an assured silver, and that's also been stripped of her. It's against this that she has appealed at the Court of Arbitration, challenging her disqualification as well. The appeal has been backed by the Indian Olympic Association, the Wrestling Federation of India. It was on August 8th that she announced her retirement from the wrestling. It was heartbreaking as the country watched it. The hearing was held on August 9. That was the first time that the hearing was held. It was for around 3 hours. On August 10, there was an ad hoc verdict that was expected. That was postponed. On August 11th, 9:30 p.m., there was a deadline to answer questions asked by the arbitrator, and the decision was expected tonight. That, of course, has also been deferred for now. Weight management of athletes is a big deal, a game changer, and integral part of athletes, particularly for wrestling, weightlifting, and boxing. Vinesh Phogat. She was part of the weight class 50 kgs for the Paris Olympics, attempted to lose 2.7 kgs in one night. The weight loss was attempted before the crucial gold medal match. And according to the Indian Olympic Association and other experts, the different methods that were used for cutting down the weight was sauna, fluid, restriction on the fluid intake, cutting her hair as well, drawing blood. None of that really worked out in her case, because while she lost considerable, she did retain 100 grams of that excess weight. But in the same Olympics, we've had Aman Sehrawat win bronze after losing 4.6 kgs in a matter of 10 hours. 1.5 hours he was standing for a wrestling session, 1 hour hot bath, 1 hour treadmill run. At 12:30 in the morning, there were 5 sauna sessions, massage and light jogging, 5 running sessions, and eventually the target weight was achieved by 4:30 in the morning. Let me tell you, Sushil Kumar, I beg your pardon, as well as Mary Kom are among India's celebrated athletes who have spoken of their weight management challenge quite openly. This is very much a normal part of several sports, including wrestling, weightlifting, and boxing. Vinesh's legacy is a win. It's indomitable, fears. She knows how to wrestle, to win, and not just that, knows how to lose as well. Remember, amid the heartbreak at Olympics, not just hers, but India's, her first reaction was, it happens in sports. That's the sign of a champion. And another sign is a champion sharing her might with others. When she and India's top wrestlers took to the streets to protest the sexual assault allegations against the then Wrestling Federation of India chief Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, historic protests, as many called it, is all well part of Vinesh's legacy as a person, as a woman, and as a wrestler. And that's why you have India's best only praise Vinesh, whether it be this time's Olympic winners or the earlier India's prides. I'm being joined at this point by Sanjay Jha, Ranjit Bajaj, Mukul, who's a former international wrestler. In fact, let me introduce my other panelists as well. Ranjit Bajaj, who's a sports enthusiast, as well as Sanjay Jha, who's an author. Kripa Shankar, who's an Arjuna awardee wrestler and coach, as well as Dr. Deepa Malik, you heard a while back, President of the Paralympic Committee of India. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us. Sanjay Jha, good evening. If I can ask you my first question. There's so many ups and downs that's really going on at this point. But what's really happening at the Court of Arbitration? Would you take us through how really does this court function? There's a back and forth that's happening. There's an argument. It's some of the best teams that are arguing there. But what is it that we're really looking at?
Well, I think let's be practical here. It's an unusual situation. It's an extraordinary development. A player who had genuinely beaten champions to be in the final, suddenly finding herself overweight by
That's
100
true.
grams. And I think all of it did create a situation where I'm sure that, you know, if you go by the rule book, as a lot of experts have said, and they're on your panel as well, technically, you can say that the athlete can be disqualified. But in every rule, there is always, I would assume, there is some, shall we say, element of maneuverability, given the remarkable, you know, circumstances that surround it. So I think we need to be a little flexible here, accommodating for the people who are engaged in taking a decision, to give them the requisite time. I believe if they are taking a longer time, I would believe there's a room for optimism, because at least there seems to be some tangible case on which there is an argument that can be corroborated to justify a silver medal that all of us in our country are, you know, waiting for with breathless anticipation. But, you know, I really admire you for actually biting the bullet in this debate. And I'm sorry I missed it for a bit. But when you talked about the fact that for somebody like Vinesh Phogat and many other brilliant wrestlers who have won gold and silver and bronze medals for us in multiple competitive platforms, for them to go through the protest on the streets of Delhi, crying literally for justice on a matter where I think the entire country ought to have stood together with them, which, to be honest with you, didn't happen. Let's be frank here. I mean, we need to bite the bullet. A lot of people chose to be borderline neutral. Some people actually began to believe the propaganda that this was politically motivated. And you have heard Bajrang Punia, you have heard what they said, that we win the medal, that's a vindication for us for what we went through. And I think the simple line, you know, because I don't want to take too long here. I do a lot of television on politics. I would love to hear the sports people here. I believe we fail our sports people. As somebody who is part of the political ecosystem, if you look at the sports federations in this country, they're dominated by people from politics, including cricket. And I feel that is shambolic. And until and unless there is going to be people running the administration of all disciplines of sports, and I'm not saying that every sports person will make a great administrator, but they must be part of the decision-making process. And politicians need to be, their powers need to be curbed. The arrogance and I consider the vulgarity that we saw in the case of the Wrestling Federation of India was so disgusting, repugnant, and shameful that I think there is a time for a course correction. I do hope that Vinesh Ji wins the silver, but trust me, even if this verdict were to go against her, she's a champion, she's a role model, and this country will celebrate her as one of the greatest that India has ever produced.
I don't doubt that at all. There's no doubt, as I've maintained, that Vinesh Fogart is a champion. The way she's responded at every stage, whether it be in the wrestling ring or whether it be as a woman and as a sports person, she's put herself out there and it's for the country to see, and that's why such huge respect for her. But Kripa Shankar, if I can very quickly come into you, do you agree with what Sanjay Jha is saying? Do you agree? You are an Arjuna awarded wrestler as well as a coach. Do you agree with what Sanjay Jha is saying? Do you agree in the sense that the sports persons are not getting what they are meant to in the country? Do you think Vinesh Fogart had all the backing that was required and everything was done to ensure that her weight was off? I'm asking this question even though it's put to rest, at least by the IOA, but still people are talking about that. As a sports person, how do you look at that? Kripa Shankar, if you could hear me at this point. Kripa Shankar, can you hear me at this point?
सारी बात हिंदी में करेंगे, हिंदी में।
जी, कृपा शंकर जी, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ, आप एक स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन हैं, आप अर्जुना अवॉर्डी हैं, आप रेसलर रह चुके हैं, कोच रह चुके हैं, आपको लगता है कि विनेश फोगाट को जो भी बैकिंग थी, जो भी जरूरत गाइडेंस थी, सब कुछ उनको मिला है? आईओए ने तो आके बहुत कुछ बोला है, लेकिन लोग अब भी पूछ रहे हैं, आप एक एथलीट रह चुके हैं, आपका क्या कहना है?
देखिए, ऐसा है कि किसी भी खिलाड़ी को रूल्स में लाने के लिए जो घरेलू प्रतियोगिताएं होती है ना, उसके अंदर आदत डाली जाती है। भारतीय कुश्ती संघ यानी कि 2018 से ये नियम लागू हो गया था, लेकिन आज तक कभी भी देश में 2 दिन वजन दिखाने का प्रावधान कभी जोड़ा ही नहीं गया। किसी भी राष्ट्रीय स्पर्धाओं में नहीं पहलवानों को दिया गया, शायद खर्चा बचाने के लिए, क्योंकि एक दिन कंपटीशन एक ही दिन में निपटा दिया जाए जिससे कि खर्चा बच जाए। 2 दिन अगर वजन देखा जाएगा तो प्रतियोगिता 2 दिन के लिए चली जाएगी। तो कहीं ना कहीं आदत डालने की बात है। पहले दिन वजन दिखाना और दूसरे दिन वजन दिखाना और चैलेंजफुल होता है। यानी कि पहले दिन वजन आप दिखा सकते हो, लेकिन दूसरे दिन प्रतियोगिता खेलने के बाद आप इतने फटीक और इतने थकान महसूस करते हैं, क्योंकि आप डिहाइड्रेशन हो जाती है बॉडी, आप डाइट के बगैर रह नहीं सकते, आप डाइट के बगैर प्रतियोगिता खेल नहीं सकते, और फिर दूसरे दिन वजन दिखाना वो चुनौतीपूर्ण होता है। तो ऐसी आदत हमें भारत में कभी डाली नहीं गई। आज तक हिंदुस्तान में कभी भी 2 दिन की प्रतियोगिता इस तरह की कभी हुई नहीं है। और विनेश की बात करें तो विनेश का वजन कभी हमने यहाँ पर 50
इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट, आप इतना इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट बोल रहे हैं, मैं इसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा और ड्वेल करना चाहूंगी, अपने पैनलिस्ट के पास जाना चाहूंगी। डॉक्टर दीपा मलिक, आई थिंक यू आर इन अ rush, you need to leave this show. Dr. Deepa Malik, a very quick question. You've heard what the panelist has just said. I mean, what are domestic competitions meant to do? What are national competitions meant to do? They're meant to prepare you for international levels. So aren't the same rules applicable here? You have a wrestling coach and an Arjuna awardee who's saying it doesn't.
See, wrestling is not my event. I again reiterate that I'm a para-athlete.
Sure.
Who started
Sure.
out late in life. At
Yes.
40, I took to athletics. But with the experience of being in the world of sport and doing the administration, as a former ex-president of Paralympic Committee of India, first let me respond to what Sanjay ji said. Now, I will request everybody again and again not to mix the two. What happened in India, where Vinesh was demanding for justice or whatever her plea was to the government, as a citizen of the country, she has a right to express, and there is a process around it which follows as per the rules, as per the legalities. So let's keep that part apart and let's focus more on the Olympics. Now, when an athlete has been absorbed under the Target Olympic Podium scheme, given the all the facilities, because till March end, I was the president of Paralympic Committee of India and has attended possibly most of the MOC meetings where target Olympic podium athletes, their progress in every federation was discussed. And since being a personal participant in that, I know what kind of facilities TOPS has extended to the athletes to customize their training, to handpick their trainers, to demand their training in whichever country they want. So there has been a full freedom given to a TOPS athlete to customize their training, and government has supported completely. IOA, I personally know Miss PT Usha. She herself is a dedicated ex-Olympian. The chef de mission is Gagan Narang, again an Olympian. So there is a very strong expert team who have already been athletes. So they understand what an athlete goes. Because what I admire now is the administration is also becoming athlete centric. Now, coming to Vinesh's case, I do agree that we should have our domestic competitions as per the international rules to give them a good habit and to make them understand. And this is what we are also trying to do in the Paralympic Committee of India. There are many intricate rules out there, elaborate rules regarding the assistive aids, what kind of throw frames are required. So we consistently do our webinars, exchange, and talk to the coaches. At least during my tenure, I have been doing all that. And personally, very involved with Paris Paralympics, because most of the preparations have been done while I was in the administrative
Right.
capacity.
Right.
Now, Vinesh is not an inexperienced athlete. She has already been an Olympian. She is a multi-international medal winners. She was with the best of the teams, among the
Right.
best, because there are other wrestlers also playing. So if I say that she wasn't aware of the rules, that would be wrong. Nonetheless, the way she has played and the way the entire sporting fraternity has stood by her, including me, from every walks of life. So every sports person, whether it is Sachin Tendulkar, whether it is Srijesh, the hockey, the wall, the star of our hockey in Olympics, whether it is Mary Kom, Saurav Ganguly. I mean, you take boxer Vijender, you take any of these big names, the sporting titans of India, everybody is standing by Vinesh and demanding the silver. So I really hope.
Right. No, you're
that
absolutely
she
correct. You're absolutely
gets it.
correct. That's
Yes.
true. Right. Dr. Deepa Malik, thank you for your time. I believe you have to leave. Thank you so much for joining us. I know,
you.
Ranjit Bajaj, you're waiting, but very quickly, let me just go at this point to Kripa Shankar again. Kripa Shankar ji, अभी जो आप बात सुन रहे हैं, आपने रूल्स के बारे में बताया, आपने 2 दिन वे इन के बारे में बताया. Let's just very quickly look at what these rules really are. You have the first weigh in on the competition morning, the second weigh in for repechagers as well as the finalists, the second weigh in on the second morning. Athletes only allowed to wear singlet, may step on scale as many times as they need, but they're eliminated if either of the weigh-ins fail. And elimination means they are ranked. In fact, elimination means they are not ranked at all. Kripa Shankar, सब कह रहे हैं कि वो एक एथलीट हैं जो सब जानती हैं. वो नई नहीं हैं, वो एक्सपर्ट हैं, सीजन्ड एथलीट हैं. अगर हम पीटी उषा की बात सुने, उन्होंने भी कहा है कि ये एथलीट और उनके कोच की जिम्मेदारी है. आईओए या आईओए के मेडिकल टीम का इसमें कोई हाथ नहीं है.
मैं पीटी उषा जी की बात से सहमत हूं, क्योंकि कोच या डॉक्टर या फिजियो या डाइटिशियन विनेश को लेके दौड़ नहीं लगाएंगे. ये ट्रेनिंग अभ्यास के दौरान ही वेट रिड्यूस होगा, अभ्यास करने से ही वेट रिड्यूस होगा. ये लोग सिर्फ सपोर्ट के लिए होते हैं, मोटिवेशन के लिए होते हैं. अगर कहीं चक्कर आ रहे हैं या आपको डिहाइड्रेशन हो गया तो डॉक्टर तो ज्यादा से ज्यादा आप में ड्रिप लगा देगा, ग्लूकोज पिला देगा. बाकी वेट तो खिलाड़ी को ही रिड्यूस करना है. और जहां तक रैंकिंग की बात है ना, कि आदत की बात है, चाहे ओलंपिक मेडलिस्ट भी है तो उनमें घरेलू प्रतियोगिताओं में उनको वो अवसर प्रदान किए जाते हैं, वो मौके दिए जाते हैं कि 2 दिन वजन दिखाने की आदत डालो। आप देखिए विनेश ने 50 किलो हिंदुस्तान में वजन कब दिखा के प्रतियोगिता खेली है। तो आप जब वेट रिड्यूस करने की आदत नहीं होगी तो एक बार तो आप रिड्यूस कर लेंगे, लेकिन दूसरे दिन और चुनौतीपूर्ण होता है। ये स्पोर्ट्समैन ही जानता है, जो वेट कम करने वाले खेल में जो लोग शामिल हैं उनको ज्यादा पता है कि एक दिन वेट रिड्यूस आप जैसे तैसे कर लेंगे। और बहुत अच्छा भी किया विनेश ने। वजन कम करने के पश्चात धुरंधर पहलवानों को लौटाते हुए फाइनल में पहुंची, लेकिन अगले दिन वो अपना वेट कंट्रोल नहीं कर पाई, जबकि उसके पास में 8 से 12 घंटे थे वजन रिड्यूस करने के लिए।
जी, Ranjit Bajaj, if I could have you in very quickly. And Vinesh Fogart may get her shared silver, may not get her shared silver. But from what we are discussing here and what's unraveling at the Paris Olympics, there are some very strong takeaways for India. I mean, you know, of course, from Vinesh's case alone itself, you've had others in this Paris Olympics itself who have successfully managed to lose their weight. Vinesh couldn't. But then you also have so many medals. I mean, so many sports persons who were so close to a medal. The fourth jinx, as it was being called for a very long time, that's not what I believe in. That's not the wording. Every athlete, every sports star brings with themselves what they have earned, and the country, of course. But huge learnings, Ranjit Bajaj.
Good evening, Sneha ma'am, for having me. Thank you so much for having me on Mirror Now. And in fact, I totally agree first with one of your panelists, Mr. Jha, who said that sports people are required. And by the way, when Deepa ma'am was talking about it, she was talking about the great preparations they've been able to do because they were sports people. They knew exactly what to do, how to prepare the teams. And for example, if Mr. Kripa Shankar was, मैं हिंदी में बोलूंगा, वो भी समझेंगे कि अगर कृपा शंकर जी प्रेसिडेंट होते तो ये वाला रूल पहले लगा होता कि जो
Ranjit, I think if you could mix it around, if you could do English and Hindi, because much of our audience is down south, and I'll get a lot of messages saying we don't understand Hindi.
No problem. So, like Mr. Kripa Shankar, he was saying something like that, you know, if the same rules are followed in the national level, which they are international level, this is actually basic common sense, which you should. I mean, you should have exactly the same rules so the athletes can train for that. And you somehow don't have two veins here because they want to save money. So if Mr. Kripa Shankar, like Mr. Jha said, or a person like his stature who was actually a wrestler of international repute and you knew what it takes, was the president, this kind of thing wouldn't have happened because Vinesh would have been used to and all other wrestlers would have been used to. Somehow, for example, in the boxing federation, in the wrestling federation, the same veins are there. And we've never had a problem, thankfully, till now, where the veins are there. So, see, ma'am, we have to learn lessons. That means if TOPS or the Olympic scheme or the Olympic Gold Quest, they're spending so much of money, then in the end, they can't take their hands off and say, we leave it to the athlete, it's her thing and it's her physio. Yeah. The onus of responsibility has to be shared. Doesn't matter. There was, end of the day, there are two things in life, ma'am, results and reasons. And reasons do not count. Simple as that. 100 grams, 1 kilo, how the disqualification
really?
happened.
Reasons don't count?
Reasons don't count, ma'am.
That's being too extreme, sir. I mean, medal is medal, results are results, but reasons are reasons.
No one remembers why we got so many fourth places, and maybe if the fourth was there, would have been above. End of the day, Pakistan with 1 gold is above us. But no one will see that if we actually had luck going our way, we could have converted those bronzes into silvers and into golds. But no one sees that. End of the day, the table stands. So what do we do? How do we make sure that
luck is unfortunately not something sports and much of Indians can really bank on.
Ma'am, jinx. So there is no jinx. It's just mental specific training. For example, the best countries in the world like China and China, the US, and Australia, they have more golds than silvers and bronze. Somehow they do better in winning the #1 position. So I think we really need a lot of mental training and mental strength training for our Indians. That is some area which we are really neglecting because I have never seen anyone traveling with a sports psychologist till now. How come that's not happening? Why are none of our athletes training with mental trainers? And you know who did it? Abhinav Bindra in 2008 when he won the medal, traveled with a
That's
mental
true.
trainer from Chandigarh. I know that. So, ma'am, it's so important because, see, ma'am, in the end of the day, this
No,
Nadeem,
I
who
totally
was the
agree.
gold
I
medal
totally
winner,
agree. When you
that
have
was,
the
that
most,
was his best
you have
throw.
the best and the excellent
So, ma'am,
competing
the
with each
difference
other,
between,
mental fortitude plays a huge,
yes,
huge role. No,
ma'am, the
that's true.
difference between
That's
the
true.
top athletes
I'm
is
very less on
minuscule.
time. Sanjay Jha, if I can come to you. That's true. That's true. Sanjay Jha, let me just take it from where you left. You spoke about how politicians need to take a back seat. But let's just spend a moment on possibly how India's pride in sportspersons as being in positions of power have reacted to situations over the last few months. I know this is about Vinesh, but in her battle at the ring as well as outside, it's been interesting to see how authorities and officials have responded. IOA chief, when the entire wrestlers were protesting on the streets, one of the first reactions from PT Usha at that time was, this is a disgrace to the country. It's tarnishing the image of India. She was none other than the IOA's president at that time. And then you have the recent statements made by her. And of course, I won't say that she was throwing the athlete under the bus. That's not what I'm going to say, because what she stated was also part of the facts. And she was possibly trying to combat a lot of hate that was coming against her team. Nonetheless, the timing, as many would say, could have been avoided. So Sanjay Jha, while hugely important that you get athletes on board, is there more that India needs to really look at? Because it's some of the best who are there at some of these top positions, including the sportspersons.
You know, Sneha, I think you've asked a very pertinent question. Let me start by first saying I completely agree with what Mr. Bajaj has said. As you can see, you called him a sports enthusiast, and you can see the passion, the visceral, love for the game to want to see India do well. And I can imagine if the way Mr. Bajaj is feeling, or Kripa Shankarji is feeling, or you and I are feeling, imagine what a Vinesh has gone through over the last couple of days. I mean, we actually have become so low in our EQ or empathy that we just are talking about a medal, but she's probably gone through a nightmare. And the truth, Sneha, that we in our country have chosen to remain silent when we should not be. I have a lot of respect for Deepaji, and she was on your program a little earlier, and she appeared to say that everything is overall hunky-dory. I don't think it is. Number two, you can't disassociate what happened pre-Paris with what happened in Paris. Can we ignore what Vinesh said in April of this year, before the Paris Olympics, that she did not trust the system to deliver for her? She believed that her coaches or the people she wanted with her were not even going to get their accreditation. She probably was even suspecting, and she said something pretty strong in saying, I even suspect that
But
somebody
Sanjay Jha, to be fair, those were
can
pre-Paris.
create a
We'll have
doping.
to wait and see if that's the same emotion that she's carrying post-Paris. I mean, that's for her.
Well,
Once she
we'll
comes
know
back,
that.
we may just be
But
weighing
can you
in
look at the
with the
mental
shadow of
state of a
pre-Paris,
champion?
but we'll have to wait and see whether she's changed her mind.
Yeah, but Sneha, you got to understand one thing. You got to look at the mental state of a champion. Think about it. For several months, 18 months, the protest went on for months on the streets of Delhi. That is the time when Vinesh and everybody else were to be practicing. They were supposed to be doing drills and looking at their weight and their fitness and their overall skill training and working on all kinds of mental and emotional kind of strength. Where did they have time to do that? They were up against a system that was repressing them even further. I'm not even going to get into the intricacies of the public humiliation. And look at what Ashwini Ponappa has said, by the way. She's made a public statement. I read it sometime in the evening, where she said, we did not get the support for the coaches that we wanted in badminton. And she even challenged that the money that they're talking about having invested in them is inappropriate and incorrect. So there are fundamental fault lines, Sneha. And until media, people like yourself, I'm very glad you're doing this program. People like Mr. Bajaj and Kripa Shankar ji and others speak up. We don't speak up enough. Things will not change. And I'm going to bite the bullet and tell you, I'm part of the political system, but I want politicians to step down And if for this, the government and the opposition has to change the law, they should do so. And let's start with cricket to begin with. Let me tell you, the cricketers can win championships. They don't need a BCCI for them.
Kripa Shankar, if I can come to you, Kripa Shankar ji, last remarks from you, Kripa Shankar ji. अभी जो वर्डिक्ट होगी वो 16 तारीख को होगी, फिर से पोस्टपोन कर दी जाएगी, लेकिन आप क्या कह रहे हैं अभी, आप क्या मानते हैं?
देखिए, हम तो यही दुआ करते हैं कि भारत के पास में सिल्वर मेडल मिले। वो विनेश के वकील ने या विनेश ने जो मुद्दे उठाए वो हम भी उठा रहे हैं कि यूनाइटेड वर्ल्ड रेसलिंग का जो रूल्स है कि आपने विनेश को फाइनलिस्ट मान लिया है और फाइनल में पहुंचने के बाद जो उससे लूजर है उनको आप रेपैचेस में राउंड दे रहे हैं, यानी कि ब्रॉन्ज मेडल के लिए शामिल कर रहे हो, तो आपने इसका मतलब फाइनलिस्ट समझा है ना उसको। नहीं तो जैपनीज वगैरह सबको नहीं मानते, क्यूबन रेसलर्स से जो लूजर रही है उनको ब्रॉन्ज मेडल का मौका देते। तो कहीं ना कहीं इस नियम को बदलने की आवश्यकता है और हम पूरे देश के इंटरनेशनल रेफरीज कोचेस से जुड़े हुए हैं, सभी इस नियम की आलोचना कर रहे हैं और हो सकता है यूनाइटेड वर्ल्ड रेसलिंग भी आगे आगामी इन नियमों को बदले, लेकिन मैं समझता हूं कि यहां पर विनेश का फायदा करके फिर बदले।
आपको लग रहा है ऐसे हो सकता है? बिकॉज लोग तो कह रहे हैं स्पोर्ट्स में रूल्स होता है।
देखिए, रूल्स होता है, कई बार रूल्स मनुष्य ही बनाता है, हम मनुष्य है ना, हमसे भी गलतियां हो जाती है। तो यूनाइटेड वर्ल्ड रेसलिंग में भी बैठे हुए वो भगवान नहीं है, वे भी मनुष्य हैं, उन्होंने अच्छे के लिए ही रूल बनाए हैं, लेकिन रूल के दुष्परिणाम देखने को मिल रहे हैं यहाँ पर।
Right. In fact, what Kripa Shankar is saying is what he's an expert, but a lot of Indians like me who are not experts in this are just banking on that. I just want to thank our panelists at this point, Sanjay Jha, Ranjit Bajaj,
Thank you.
as well as Kripa Shankar. Thank you very much for joining us. This is, of course, a discourse that's going to see the end of the tunnel quite a long while from now. Thank you very much for joining us.